Hello, welcome to another live broadcast of Master Investor Company. Glad to be here again with another valuable video on financial education. Today's topic is, can anyone be an investor? If you're hearing us on our podcast or on our YouTube channel, make sure you leave a question if you have one by the end of the broadcast, and also make sure you share this content with other people, because if it's helping you, trust that it will help other people as well, and they will be grateful that you share this with them. All right, so remember, here at Master Investor, our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple with lucrative opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. Rule number one of our company is that we work to build passive income and make money work hard for us, okay? Because majority of people spend their entire life working for earned income, and the ultra wealthy specifically works to build passive income. That's the income of the ultra wealthy, and that's why that's rule number one of our company, because at the end of the day, we want you to be more successful when it comes to business and investing, okay? And the first thing you gotta do, if you don't have any assets that are producing you passive income, then you need to invest in your financial education, whether that's with your time, whether that is getting a digital course that will help you get to point B financially, right? You're right here, right now on point A. That's your current situation, how you can have your first asset put in passive income that eventually will replace your earned income. That will be point B, okay? And the way to do that is by learning how to read financial statements. That is the foundation of true wealth, okay? Because every business, every investment, and every person has a financial statement. And within the financial statement, you'll be able to tell the real story behind a person's finance, including yours, okay? So it does not take money to make passive income. It takes knowledge, okay? Knowledge is the new money. We talk about it all the time on our podcast and our video blogs, because a lot of people think that you need a lot of money to start a business. You need a lot of money to make passive income. And if you need money to make money, then you're not a master investor. Remember that job number one of an entrepreneur is to raise capital, okay? And from the front end, bringing in clients to whatever product or solution you're offering to the community, and also from the back end, right? Going to a bank, raising capital through a business loan, through a credit card, or an investor, okay? A private investor that sits on a lot of capital because that person has a lot of assets that are put in passive income, and they don't have the time to be looking for new investments. They may be, doing something else. So they need people like you and I to come in and perhaps give them an opportunity, and therefore we can raise capital, okay? But the job number one of an entrepreneur is to raise capital, and the number one skill is to learn to sell without selling, okay? And that is accomplished by doing marketing, okay? And learning how to have targeted traffic going into the sales pages that either you're going to build or you're going to be utilizing other people's sales pages. Because remember, if you don't want to create the business, if you don't want to create the product yourself because you think X, Y, and Z is cues, whatever maybe you want to get to the passive income right now, and you found an opportunity that requires a product, right? You found a problem and you're going to fill it with a product. Well, there are companies out there that have already built a product and a system for you to utilize to bring in customers to that offer, okay? So that way you get passive income without having to launch a business or having to create a product or incorporate a company or brand, etc., okay? But we're going to show you how to build passive income, because that is what is going to help you get out of the rat race and become financially free, and eventually continue to build wealth, okay? It's not about being an average investor, it's about being a wealthy investor. Okay, there are many investors out there that are poor. Okay, so we want you to have the financial education and the knowledge that you need in order to become a wealthy investor. So today's topic is, can anyone be an investor? So let's dive into our blog. I'm going to leave the link of our website. You can find products, digital products, ebooks, and training, and as much. We have live consultations if you need one, so that you can get started building your asset column. All right, go to masterinvestor.education. You have courses there, you have our blog, you have access to our newsletter. So make sure you subscribe to the newsletter so you get an email every week with free financial education that will help you build passive income. All right, we also have the podcast over there, and you will have a virtual office when you decide to join one of our digital courses, where you can download the ebook or any notes or any PDFs or anything that we're going to send to you through that digital course. You'll be able to download it straight to your device or your computer. Okay, so make sure you visit our website, MASTERINVESTOR.education. Okay, I'm going to leave the link somewhere on the description, and make sure you follow us. If you're new to our community, welcome. We appreciate your time very much. We're not going to be giving you anything that doesn't work for us. Okay, our mission is to help you elevate your financial well-being. So we're going to deliver on high quality financial education, and we're going to make sure that you take massive action. All right, because we need to take action when we have information. That's when we convert information into knowledge. Very important. Don't just sit on good information. Turn it into knowledge by applying it into your life. All right, so the frequently asked question, can anyone be an investor? The answer is yes. But can anyone be a wealthy investor? The answer is not all investors will become wealthy. It takes higher level of financial education and massive action to become a wealthy investor. However, if you devote yourself to study and apply financial education, then you will be a wealthy investor. And remember that a master investor always positions himself or herself into the marketplace to raise capital from the front end and from the back end. So in reality, we put the opportunity together and we raise capital. We get everything for free at the end. It's like the McDonald's Corporation. Okay, they get everything for free. If you ever watch the movie The Founder, I suggest that you do. It's a great movie that will explain how a master investor should do business. Okay, how you become truly wealthy. Because if you look at which company is the richest or the wealthiest, I should say, in real estate, you'll find that it's McDonald's. And majority of people get shocked by the news that McDonald's is not just a hamburger joint, is a real estate empire. And the way they do that is by acquiring the land through a loan where they're going to sell the franchise. Okay, they built the system, which is McDonald's, right? It's a system that works, and they have a product that people want. People will line up day and night to get the burger, and they have one of the fastest kitchens that will deliver that product. Okay, but the main business of McDonald's is real estate. So they hold over $31 billion on real estate. Every corner that you see a McDonald's on, they own that land. Okay, and they control it, and eventually that land is free, because who pays for that land? Number one, they sell the franchise, the package, the system to a franchisor, to a person that has $1.7 million. They get that up front, and then of course McDonald's Corporation will continue to get royalties from all the revenue that McDonald's will bring. In addition, that franchisor will have to pay rent, okay, and that rent will be higher than the amount of debt service that McDonald's Corporation has with the bank. Okay, the bank gave McDonald's the loan to obtain that land. Okay, so now they have a mortgage, and that mortgage is being paid by the franchisor, which the franchisor is collecting that money from all the sales that the McDonald's is producing during the day and night, okay, by selling hamburgers. So at the end of the day, if you look at the whole equation, you put McDonald's Corporation as the controller of that land, okay, so they're the landlords, and they're collecting rent from the franchisor. Remember, they collected already $1.7 million up front. I believe that's what it costs to obtain a McDonald's if you want one. And now they will continue to collect royalties on that McDonald's every month, plus they will collect rent from the franchisor, and that rent will pay for the mortgage and will leave McDonald's with positive cash flow. Okay, so McDonald's position themselves to obtain that land for free, and they created a package, a franchise that works. And so you can also do the same thing online. You don't need to do it as big if you don't want to go as big, because everybody's wealth, how rich you want to be is different. It depends on your lifestyle. Who are you? What is your purpose in life? What types of contributions you want to provide to the world? Okay, so it depends on how big you want to think. But I suggest that you think big, because we're here to be the master of money. We're not going to let money be our master. We're not going to be a slave to money. We're going to make sure that we make money work hard for us. That's why rule number one of our community and company is that we work to build passive income and make money work hard for us. And how do we do that? Well, we acquire and build cash flowing assets that produce cash flow, aka passive income, on any type of economy, okay? Because a master investor knows that the economy goes up and down. So we're not predicting the next crash. We know that the next crash is going to come sooner or later. We are preparing every single day with assets that will hedge for inflation, because we know inflation will continue to go up because the dollar loses its value, because there's nothing back in the dollar today. Money is not real money. Money is not backed by gold anymore. Okay, money is fake, is created with debt. So that's why debt is tax free. That's why it's important to utilize good debt to invest for passive income, because that way you can minimize taxes all the way to zero. So can anyone be a wealthy investor? Yes, with financial education, okay, and taking massive action, okay. Learning how to change your core values about money, it is very important. Start thinking, like the wealthy do. Okay, start having the mindset and operating and speaking like the wealthy people do, and eventually you will have the wealth in your hands. Start by investing in financial education and take the leap of faith into entrepreneurship. I truly believe we all have an entrepreneur spirit in us. It is time to bring it out and solve problems in the world with high quality products and services that are served with a system of systems. Be the entrepreneur and inside investor that knows how to read financial statements. Raise capital, leverage OPM, other people's money, sell without selling by using marketing, make money work hard, and acquire cash flowing assets. There are entrepreneurs and investors that never make it to the level where they can taste total freedom because they're average. The point of becoming an entrepreneur and a master investor is to achieve freedom. That is the reward when we are successful at business and investing. Anyone can be an entrepreneur, but not all will become wealthy. It takes financial education to become a wealthy entrepreneur and a master investor. Once you have pinpointed a need in the marketplace, then it is time to fill it with a successful business, because every business is built to solve a problem. Find the problem or problems that you want to solve, then acquire systems that will help you provide the solution in an automation manner to the customers, so that you don't have to be involved in the transaction. Okay, very important to understand how to do marketing, how to sell without selling, okay, how to use video marketing. It doesn't have to be your face if you don't like to. It could be through ads, through other people's videos, okay? Once you have pinpoint a need, then it's time to fill it, right? And so you want to find that need that you're passionate about filling it. And of course, make sure that that need is, is marketable, is scalable. It can be, pinpoint in the marketplace. We can see into the marketplace and say, okay, this group of people are having that problem and they need this solution, okay? Today, we have the ability to partner up with other people's products and businesses to begin creating passive income. So you don't have to do the hard work of creating a brand, of starting up a business, of doing all the legalities, hiring lawyers, etc. You can do that later once you have passive income coming in, because you're utilizing and leveraging other people's businesses, which I think if you have no assets right now, okay, if you have zero assets providing you passive income, then maybe that could be something to implement right away, okay? You can actually go to our website, hit the investor tab, and find products that companies will be happy to give passive income in exchange for you, of course, to bring customers, to raise capital, bring in targeted traffic to their products, okay? And as long as those customers will continue to purchase that every month, whatever product you're selling, then you will always be linked to that customer and you will get that passive income, okay? Straight to your account. It's direct sales, and that person, as long as they continue to do business with that business, they will be they will be giving you passive income, okay, every month. And you can always market back to that customer with another product, okay, from another company, because I'm going to show you how to collect and build your network, okay, how to have those people in an email list that you can deliver a valuable message every day if you want to, or every week through an email campaign, okay? And it's very important to build your network and control it, most importantly. When you work for the company, let's say as an employee, you're bringing in customers, or you're telling about, hey, you work over here, X, Y, and Z company, and that customer goes to that company and they enter the information, but you have no control over that database. You don't know the person's cell phone, you don't know the person's email. But I'm going to show you how to, even if you're using other people's products, right, and you're focusing on building passive income, I'm going to show you how to bring in those people into your email list first before you send them to the products that you're going to be promoting, okay, through marketing, right? I'm going to show you how to collect emails of potential paying clients, and you can always sell something to them, okay? And usually when people buy from you once and you deliver on your promise, and the product is something of high quality, then that customer will come back to you all the time and will listen to you and will open up your emails and will buy when you tell them to buy, okay? Think about having hundreds of thousands of people listening to you, and you're just writing an email and saying, hey, this is a new product that came out, check it out, I think it will help you. And they ready to give their credit card to buy that product because you told them to, because that first time you sold them a product, that was a great product and it solved their problem that they had back then, okay? So remember, it's all about communication. It's all about learning how to build passive income, how to create and acquire assets that produce cash flow. Cash flow are the most powerful words in the business and investing world, okay? So keep those words close to you, and remember to expand on your vocabulary, learn new words about money and business. You can do that right here at Master Investor, where we're giving you high quality financial education and we're helping you build your passive income, all right? So in other words, you don't have to create the product. That's the good news. You can utilize other people's products. All we need to do is learn how to have targeted traffic, customers wanting the solution we have to offer, and put that in front of them so easily that they can buy with confidence. So 3 things you're going to need in order to start building passive income without you having to create a product or company or brand. Number 1, you need a capture page. It is also known as the landing page or a squeeze page. Okay, it's basically one of those pages. I'm going to show you one, how it looks here. Okay, if you go, this is one of them, Master Investor. This is a capture page. MasterInvestor.money, you see? What does it do? Sign up today to obtain a copy of our new financial education ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. When you enter your information here on this capture page, I will get an email, our company will get an email with your name and your email referring to this capture page saying, hey, somebody want to buy this ebook, they're interested in this ebook. And you have a free video here you can watch. So you enter, and let me see here. And you enter your information and you said, yes, I want the ebook. And it will take you to where you can buy the ebook right there. Okay, so the capture page now has sent me an email of your information saying, hey, X, Y, and Z just sign up for this capture page. They want the ebook. Okay, so now you can either make a choice, right? You need a solution, so you want to buy the ebook. You can go ahead and buy it right now, or you can wait for the information that you will be receiving right away through email, and eventually you will make the decision to buy the ebook because you opt into that capture page. What it did, it was collect the information. That is why it's called capture page or landing page. Usually you send the traffic, the targeted traffic, to those pages. Okay, and so I already have the information on my back office on our email autoresponder, which will be the second step. You need an email autoresponder. Okay, and the email autoresponder will collect the emails of everyone that enters their information on that capture page. Okay, you can have as many capture pages as you want to have. You can have them for different niches, okay, and you can separate them within the email autoresponder system on different lists, so you can market different email campaigns to different lists, if that makes sense. Okay, so very simple stuff. So the capture page is step 1. You send targeted traffic to that page, you collect the information. Now you have it on your email autoresponder, which you need an email autoresponder, step 2, right? You need to communicate, and inside that email autoresponder you can send and program an email campaign. Okay, you don't even need to create the email campaign yourself because there are many email campaigns that are already created for you. Okay, and everything will be personalized to the name of the individual who entered their information and email address on that capture page. So all you have to do is copy and paste and send them valuable information. Okay, if you want to do something more personalized, and you can broadcast an email to everyone on that list. It could be 1,000 people on that list. All you have to do is write it one time and then send it, and everybody will get it. Okay, you can see who opens the email, who clicks on the links within that email, so you can see how your emails are doing, how well they are capturing the people's attention within that list. And also you can tweak it. You can say, okay, this didn't work, I'm going to switch this to this, and then see the difference as you go along. But it's all about having great communication with your list, letting them know that you're a real company, that you're a real person, and be authentic, okay? Because people do business with you because they like you, trust you, and know you, okay? And always be generous, deliver value to them, under promise and over deliver. Okay, that's a good golden rule to have close to you too. Okay, so don't be average. Become great at business and investing. Okay, don't be just a regular entrepreneur. Make sure you are learning about financial education and you're applying that into your real life. Okay, very important that you take massive action. The problem. What's the problem? The problem is, while almost everyone can become an investor and an entrepreneur, very few will become wealthy entrepreneurs and investors. As Albert Einstein proclaimed, there are only two prime motivations for all human initiatives: fear and longing, or hunger, right? Our current school system uses fear of failing as a prime motivator, saying if you fail, you won't get a good, secure, high-paying job. See, they're training you to be an employee when you go to a school system, and this goes back all the way to 1902 and 1903. If you look at the Rockefeller family took over the school board, and they instill a mission in the school system, which is to create two types of people once they come out from the school system: employees, people that are looking for a good, secure, and high-paying job, and the other type of person is a soldier that defends a corporation of the wealthy, which are the governments. Okay, that's why here in America, they recruit you in high school for ROTC, which is basically showing you how to be a soldier, pretty much. Book number 1 in the Master Investor series of books is How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. In that volume, we explain the cash flow circle, which will all form part of this money circle. See the picture of the cash flow circle right here in front of you. Basically, if you divide the circle in 4 slices, right? Draw a line on the left slice. On the top left slide, you will have the E's, right? It stands for employee. On the left side, below the E's, will have the S, self-employed. On the right side, you have the business owner, right? And then on the right side below the B's, you have the inside investor. E stands for employee, S stands for self-employed, B stands for business owner, and I stands for inside investor. I say inside investor, aka master investor, because most employees in S invest as outsiders, investing primarily in paper and fake assets manufactured by the big banks and Wall Street. Fake assets such as stocks and bonds, mutual funds, 401ks, and ETFs, which exploded in 2008. These fake assets are for the financial illiterate. That is why financial education is essential when thriving to become a wealthy entrepreneur and a master investor. Okay, because you will be able to make the decisions about your money without having to give your money away, and you're going to be able to build passive income today. When you invest as an employee through a 401k vehicle, which is a fake asset that they're selling you as a real asset, you're putting in money, and it's not putting any money back into you. Okay, at least not for now. So that is a liability. Okay, because an asset puts money into our pocket and form passive income right now. If it's not putting passive income into our pocket, then it's not an asset. Okay, that's why it's very important that you understand understand the difference between an asset and liability, the real difference. Okay, be able to tell, okay, this is an asset because it's putting passive income right now. If it's taking money out of your pocket every month, then it's a liability, unless you turn that in. Of course, it's making you passive income, which every liability can be turned into an asset. Okay, not with fake assets. Okay, if it's a fake asset, usually you can't turn it into a real asset. Okay, because it's a fake asset. Basically, you're giving your money away, okay, to a fake investment. Okay, so wealthy investor or investor, Master Investors Company brand is for people young or old, rich or poor, college educated or not, who want to learn how to be entrepreneurs in the right side of the circle, right? The right side of the cash flow circle, which has the business owner and inside investor side. Becoming a master investor who understands how to create and acquire cash flow and assets that work in any economy. Ultimate reach total freedom and master money to work hard for us, providing more wealth. Be generous, because generosity is what helps us become more wealthy. The more we give, the more we should receive. The more people we can serve, the more cash flow we will generate through the business that our companies control. As Einstein stated, there are only two prime motivations for all humans initiatives: fear and longing. Most employees and self-employed fear failing and long for security. On the business owners and inside investors side, most business owners and inside investors fear being trapped and long for freedom. We are hunger for freedom. Okay, that's what the ultimate goal is, to have total freedom, and that is why we always encourage to do everything ethical, follow the law. Okay, because you don't want to risk your freedom. If we're going for freedom and you're trying to become wealthy by doing something that is fraudulent or something that is illegal, then you're risking our main objective, which is freedom. Okay, so don't risk your freedom, because freedom does not have a price. Okay, it doesn't have a price. It's priceless. If to get out of the rat race, and if you want to get out of the rat race and move into the fast track of money, you will need to start thinking, studying, and acting like an entrepreneur in the business owner and inside investor side, which will bring up your fear of failing and increase the longing for security. Okay, it is possible for employees and self-employees to achieve freedom. Yes, absolutely. All it takes is awareness and financial education. In fact, all of the staff and employees of the Master Investors company are motivated and encouraged to be on both sides of the cash flow circle. Okay, so you can be an employee right now and you can start building passive income. Okay, it's important. We're not telling you that what you're doing is wrong. Okay, companies need employees, and we respect that. If you love to do your job, then that's fine. Some people don't like their job and they're looking for ways to get out, then build passive income. But if you love to do what you do, continue to do that and build passive income on the side, because at some point you're going to retire and you don't want to have fake assets, because by the time you retire you'll find out that there's nothing in them, because the economy goes up and down. The 401k, they're usually investing that into the stock market, and the stock market goes up and down. There's no guarantees on that. So by you having financial education, you have more control over your finances. You can make money work hard for you. You can tell whether something is an asset liability, and most importantly, you can read financial statements. Okay? Master Investor Company does not provide a 401k or IRA plan filled with fake assets such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or ETFs. All staffs and employees of the Master Investor Company are encouraged to have their own side hustle and invest in real estate, businesses, real gold, silver, crypto, and among the 5 asset classes that exist for passive income. All the staff and employees have the best of both sides of the cash flow circle. They have security and are working for their freedom, which is why I'm excited to announce more opportunities and resources with series of books, podcasts, and videos, but not limited, to help anyone become a wealthy entrepreneur and a master investor, aka inside investor. Visit our website, masterinvestor.education. The mission of Master Investors Company is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education. We look at opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. You can also find our latest ebook, The 10-Year Rules of Money. Find what and why money changed since August 15, 1971. Begin the journey towards building true wealth by understanding about money and how it works. Life is a game, and we were not born to be a slave to money, or rather we should become the master of money. Make money work hard for you. And I will see you in one of our inner circles. If you enjoyed this video, then let me know. Now you have the answer. Yes, anyone can become an investor, but with financial education, you will become a wealthy investor. And that's what we're striving for here at Master Investor, is that you raise your financial IQ so that you become wealthy and you have total freedom. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions down below. Visit our website. Make sure you follow all of our social media profiles. We are on Instagram. We have our YouTube channel here, our podcast. So if you're on the go, you can listen to us, or you can watch us live on YouTube. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications so that you know when we go live or upload valuable video that will change your life, like this one. Remember today that money is no longer real money. Money is created with debt. That's why savers are losers and good debtors are winners. Learn how to position yourself in the marketplace to print money legally with fake money, because money is no longer real money. It's a currency. It's just an idea backed up by confidence. So learn about money, and it does not take money to make passive income and become wealthy. It takes knowledge. Knowledge is the new money. Okay, with that being said, this is it for today. I hope that this has shined light into your journey on entrepreneurship and becoming an inside investor, aka master investor. Start building your asset column with real assets that pay you passive income today. Okay, bringing you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. Thank you for having me one more time, and thank you for forming part of our community here at Master Investor. I'll see you on the next live stream. Bye for now.